Hey, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Stephen Davidson here. Obviously, we are not shaving, but this is shave related. What we're going to do today is to convex some stones. And unlike my last video, I won't be falling asleep because I'm well rested today. And I'm doing synthetics. My Jarrod 60 grit silicone carbide abrasive sandpaper, wet dry sandpaper, arrived yesterday, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to do anything because my podcast took a minute or two at least. So that being said, let's get started. Now before I get started, you see this streak here? One of my viewers, Bill, pointed out to me that that was a bad idea in the last video, which I deleted. It was an embarrassment. Apologies on that, but between the hardness of the stone and the 60 grit sick powder, the 90 was sick powder I used. It's good powder, by the way. Caused this to have a streak, whatnot. Caused this streak, and he pointed out to me because of this plate, it's real thin right here in the middle, and well, you got like a ½ inch on the ends, but it's concave, you see. And I'm gonna talk about that here in a minute as soon as I get it set up first. Alrighty. Fantastic. There we go. We got kind of like 60 grit. Bingo. Alright. We'll start off with my 600 grit water stove. Now, let's see what we got here. Now, I've got it turned on 11-inch axis. For bevel set and mid-range, you want to turn it this way, a 9-inch axis. The 9-inch side is equal to a 6.5 foot wheel, while the 11-inch side is equal to a 25 foot sharpening wheel. It's the exact curve of a 25 foot sharpening wheel. That way, and exact curve on a 6.5 foot sharpening wheel that way. So when you hear talking about wheels, that's what they mean. All right, now this is my new a little bit more water on there. Up and down along the axis. Getting there. Yeah, here in a little bit, I'm going to head over to Walmart and get some 1,000 grit wet dry sandpaper in the auto body section so I can smooth this out after I get where I want it, shape-wise. I'm just going to do like maybe 1 or 2 synthetics on camera. Until I get it where I need it. shouldn't take too long here. Get a little bit more. Synthetic stones aren't too bad doing this, but the natural stones is a whole nother ball of wax. Oh yeah, we getting there, baby. We getting there. See? Turn it this way a little bit so we get some more into it. Oops, sorry about that. See how far we got. We're getting there. Turn around this way a little bit. Still ain't quite yet. Still don't have it quite yet. But it is working. Just soak a little bit. Clean the plate a little bit here. I've got a dirty towel over here. So use a dirty towel to clean up. Oops, when you clean up this mess, because if you don't, you'll find you're in trouble with the missus if you use one of our clean towels. In fact, if you get your own towels, the better. All right. switch it over and do the center part and long ways and then do it the other way. I'm going to start in the center long ways. Still not quite there, but it's coming. The best size to do this is 6 by 2 inch. These are 8 by 3s. So as you can see, I'm having to deal with that. Now we're going to go to the side here. May have to go and get one of them Z-line diamond plates after all. Try to avoid getting them. They ain't cheap. They're like 18 to 34 bucks depending on which size you get. Even though they make short work of these synthetics, it still takes time to do this no matter what you do. Oh. Getting there. Get these out of the way over here. My Shepton Pro Kermaku 1K, 5K, 8K. Those won't be too bad. At least I hope it won't be that bad. I think that sounds more accurate. There we go. Still ain't close, but we're a lot closer than we were. See the gap down here? As you can see, I still got somewhat of a grid on there. Alright, let's clean this off a little bit. Not quite. Not quite. Clean up a little bit as I go. Labor of love right here, boys and girls. Labor of love. Whew! In fact, speaking of labor of love, I think I better rinse the bottom of the plate off too. Yeah, better. Mess to keep from making a mess. Alright, we're at 20 minutes so far. I think I'm gonna get me a drink here. I've got my Coke Zero here with me. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing like a cold drink on a hot summer day. Still hot outside, but not as bad as today at all. It's cooled off quite a bit today. Still dry, but we got spotted showers today and rain in the forecast for tomorrow. Thank the Lord, because it's really dry here. We've not had much rain in weeks. It feel like it don't feel rough at all. In fact, it's smoother than it was. Excuse me. That's my left hand, by the way. Here's what I noticed about straight razor shaving, folks. After you do it for so long and get so many shaves in, you'll catch yourself doing stuff with your left hand, your non-dominant hand, as much as you do your dominant hand. Let's say I'm right-handed, but yet I didn't even think about it. I just used my left hand here. Muscle memory has definitely kicked in with me. And once I grab a straight razor, it's almost like riding a bike, because I took months off from it, and yet I pick one up, and boom. Well, the grid's gone, but it ain't curved as much as I'd like it to be. Still ain't got it yet. But you can tell it's getting there. It's a lot closer than it was. Still not close. Goodness. I forgot how much work this is, folks. Let's see what we look like now. Still not quite. Time to rinse off the paper and the plate. Oh, Lee Chavez, my buddy, you would love this. See how the majority of the scratches are gone now from the diamond plate? It really smooths them out. Whew. It drives it crazy about the scratches in the stone somewhat. He kids around with it like that. Whew. Last I heard, I think Jarrod said it himself, that he's got maybe one plate left in inventory before he goes to another size, because he said it was expensive to produce this plate, and it's not a cheap plate either. This plate, along with my Side razor 275 Puma, the smart razor I use a lot, was over $306. So yeah, that plate was up there. It was like $160 for the plate. So it's expensive to produce. Jarrod does have to sell it at a profit, but I don't think he made much profit off his plate, because machine shop time and everything's pretty heavy. $30 minutes and I still ain't got it no close. I'm hoping my Shapton Kuramaku's professional stones, Shapton Pro Kuramaku, don't take as long as this one, because this is a hard stone anyway. Them are pretty hard, but they're not as thick, and they tend to be a little bit easier to maintain than this one. My goal is to get the ends to where this middle touches the sandpaper. Once I get it like that, you'll see the curve. See how it's getting curved already? Getting there. This is going to take a lot of time, folks, to get all of my stones shaped the way I wanted them to. That concave bevel was to catch me out. It made that much of a difference. It's like a double bevel, if you will, or almost a double bevel. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right quick. I'm going to drop a photo in right here. Okay, we're back. Still working on this. But you see those lines in the lapping stones that they sell? What that does is break the surface tension and allows the stone to glide across the top freely. Well, that's what a concave bevel does for a straight razor. Breaks the surface tension, allows the cream and all the pre-shaved stuff get in there to help lube the razor more. You know, lube the skin up real good. And with that concave bevel, the surface tension's broken. And your razor will glide a whole lot better across your skin. And it's 3 times more comfortable at least. The last time I shaved with a flat bevel of Arkansas stone was pretty good. Real good. Better than I thought it would be, actually. But it wasn't quite as comfortable or as keen as the concave bevel one was. And it makes a difference. And as far as it being no data on it or anything, nothing could be further from the truth. You can go online and do research yourself. Excuse me. And you can find the book that Jarrod found, which was written in 1934. That's 90 years ago now. I'm pretty sure people that wrote it are dead. And if you go back and look at the stones, the polishing stones that the Japanese swordsmith use when they're doing the Japanese katana the traditional way, those stones are all curved and convexed. Go in and do the research. Try one out, see what you think. Try a concave bevel out first. Then you can say what you want to say. As far as Badger and Blake goes, they suck. They're useless over there. They're not willing to do what I am, which is this right here, put in the labor. You know, they don't have any work ethic over there for the most part. They were quick to judge. They didn't ask questions. They didn't do what I did. I actually called Jarrod and talked to him firsthand about the quality of the shave he got once he decided to do what the professional razor makers do. And he said it was a shave for the better once he figured out which stones to use and whatnot. And he did my razor, and he said he did no different on mine than any other. Yet the razor was twice as much comfortable. Here's another thing I noticed. The bevel's skinny. The concave bevel is actually skinny this way, because you're honing between the apex of the edge and the shinogi line. You're honing that area between the two, and you're concaving it and breaking that surface tension, combined with a razor sharp edge. You got gold, baby. Yeah, getting there. It's getting closer. See? Let me see if I can show you here. Tilt it up a little bit. Whoop. See? I ain't got far to go. Now, I was told, and my research revealed, that me doing it this way for my bevel set mid-range, which is the 6.5 foot wheel, will speed up the process, while doing this way is equal to a 25 foot wheel, and it's slower. It refines what you've done earlier. So that's the way you gotta do it if you want a concave bevel. I'm gonna keep some of my stones flat. I ain't gonna do them all, but my Hero stones are staying flat except for the 20K. If this is Huff on a 600 grit, you can imagine what my soft Arkansas is going to be like. It's going to be a beast. But here's what I'm thinking about doing too. BestSharpeningstones.com. You can go over there and for about the price of one synthetic stone, get all 3, if not 4, 6x2 inch Arkansas stones. I've pretty much just about given up on getting a Washita, Norton number 1 Washita stone. I'd love to get it. It'd be sweet if I could get it. But you're looking at a lot of money, and people don't want to cough them up without paying a pretty premium. So, and my 8x3, as you see, I'm struggling with this one. It's too big. So, I'm going to do this one stone here on video as much as I possibly can. And it looks like I may have got it where I need to get it, or at least close to it. I think I'm just going to do this one stone on video, and the rest I'm going to do off camera. I don't know when I'll do a honing video. I guess whenever I get my stones ready and get my crap together for this concave bevel. I don't know why people bother with Badger and Blade anymore. That place has been closed-minded than anything. They don't want to try nothing. They harassed Jarrod and done stupid stuff. And to me, that was wrong. Oh, yeah. There we go, baby. Yeah. See? Look at that. Man, we're getting close. Sweet. Rinse off the paper again. Still got some life to the paper. Ain't time to switch it just yet. But it ain't too far off. Turn it around a little bit there. Rinse the plate off a little bit. Excuse me, allergies have kicking in and they're kicking my tail. Still a little bit sore from where I fell a week ago, but I'm feeling a whole lot better. Some butthole decided to be lazy and not use the trash can for a sanitize wipe that they put in the grocery store for shopping cart. And they threw it in the floor, and the sanitized wipe was white. And the floor and food line is white. And I didn't see it, and I found it the hard way. Thankfully, a young couple was there and was able to help my pigeon-toed fat behind get up. But still, I was pretty upset and cussing about it. If you can't use a trash can, you couldn't walk 2 feet to throw something in the trash after you use it, for crying out loud. What's wrong with you people? Shame on them. There we go. I see that the middle is starting to load up down here. We're getting there, folks. We are getting there. Just takes time. Yeah, the Japanese swordsmiths and the polishers, which is its own separate profession. See, the Japanese people treat the katana, the sword, like we treat firearms here in America. And licensing and whatnot. And my buddy Lee Chavez knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's got like maybe 2 or 3 of them. I'm not sure how many he's got in his collection, but to get one over here is a pain in the neck. You got to jump through hoops. You got to get something like I don't know what it's called, like an umbrella holder or golf bag or something, because you can't carry them out in the open anymore without a license. No open carry for a samurai sword. I mean, they really take it serious, and they should. But the stones that they use to polish them, with the exception of one, are convexed, if you will. The flat one that they break off and do along the edge, I don't see how they do it without getting cut off to pieces, but they're masters at it. That's the only one that they have that's flat. And those polishing stones, my gosh. I've seen a video on a guy that mines his own natural stones. He happens to be near a mine. He had one about like this size, 9 by 11 inch. It was a Nakayama Asueto, and about this thick. Top of it was smooth as glass. The corners were rounded, and he had it cashew like beautiful. He even had it fixed to where the stamp that they put in it, you can lap it all day and that stamp wouldn't come out. He showcased that stone. The price tag he wanted for that bad boy, $12,000. I about had a stroke. I'm like, I'll never get near that one. I'm doing good to get one that's 300, which was my Ozuku. It was 360 bucks. My Suhiro one, 20K, it was 300. I got it off Amazon. That place that you used to get them for a little bit less than that was Tools of Japan. They went out of business. I think he had a death and illness in the family, and it just broke him, and he's been too busy to keep that hobby going. So he went to work somewhere else and closed up shop. After this, it should be no issues keeping them like this, because I don't have to do much to this stone to keep it going. This one and my Shepton Pros, they almost requires zero maintenance to them. About got my balsa wood strop blocks ready to go up. You curve one and you put it behind the strop, and then the strop is normal, and it's supposed to give a keener edge. And when Jarrod's got his set up, it rings when he strops, so you know you're getting a good edge there. And Terrace Sard holds an edge big time. Normally, to give you an example, you guys just saw my last shave video with a straight. Normally, about that time, I'm looking at my stones after the fourth shave, because they usually get up to about 6 on them. We're having to hone them, and not this one. This one's still going. And the first gold dollar ever bought 10 years ago, I got like 78 shaves before I had to send it back to Anthony to be rehoned. And all I was using was a pasted strop, one of those cheap starter ones, and that's it. And chromium oxide paste, that's all I used. So one thing's for sure, I'm getting a good workout. Yeah, this is the Chosera Professional. I guess that's what they're calling it. Now Nitwood changes the names of these Chosera stones more than a whore changes her underwear if she wears it. I'm serious. They need to quit that. What are they? One name or another, for crying out loud. There we go. I think I'll do the rest of them off camera. I might do my shaftings, one of my shaftings on camera next chance I get. But I'm probably just going to do this one today. And I may have to do this one again too. But I don't know. I'm getting pretty daggum close. I'm getting close to where I need to be. Let me turn it this way a little bit. Work on the center sections a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to call it quits on this video, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to make it more than an hour long if I can help it at the most, because it's going to take forever and a day to upload. And I got a ton of things to do today too, so with that being said, I'm going to clean up real quick right here. And I'm going to shut it down, and then next time, hopefully when you see the stone, it'll be convexed and ready to go. Put it up there. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon. Take care and God bless. Later, ladies and gentlemen.